I like to be at the office making games,
Yes.
so when we have something to say, we pop our heads up and do stuff like this. It's great to see you again.
It's good to see you as well.
It's good to
People
see
are
this
waiting
still
for us
going.
to get back together. And now is
And
the appropriate
I
venue.
do always enjoy it, where you make up features and ask me if they're actually real.
Exactly. And then you go back and build them, right? No.
Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes. We get the pressure to do that.
Yes. So let's talk Fallout. There's so many questions that I think everyone has coming out of yesterday's presentation. Obviously, the big news that it's coming out this year.
Yep.
Why did you guys decide to wait so long to tell people about this one? Because I remember when we worked together on Skyrim, you sort of at the end of the previous year said, hey, it's coming in November. This year, you guys wanted to wait, obviously, till E3.
Mm-hmm.
So you must be very far along with where you're at with the game.
We are. We're almost done.
Wow.
So we're where we need to be for release. And I think, part of that is I think people talk about their games personally too early.
Yeah.
I like the moment of finding out about something and that swell of excitement.
If you can keep it secret.
That was hard. Well, we obviously had some leaks.
Right.
But, on the scheme of the game and how big it is, we had very little.
Yeah.
And the fact that the mobile game didn't leak at all, and we have, everybody in the company has it on their phone playing it.
Right.
That was really great. So I just think that kind of wave of excitement, I want to get excited about things and not have to wait a year or hear things and it gets delayed. So the other thing is, going into the next gen, and our games are really big, we're kind of iterating on features and figuring out what is it really going to be, what do we really want to talk about, and that takes us a while sometimes.
Absolutely. Well, you showed the game obviously the first time a couple weeks ago with the trailer, and then last night went into a lot of the cool features. One of the most interesting things is to me, I'm always interested in the narrative, and I know you guys aren't talking a lot about sort of the main quest or storyline, but you obviously have fully voiced protagonist now, character.
We do,
and that was that's a new shift for you guys. Tell me about, was that something that you iterated on that idea over the years, or from day one did you say we want to do this, or how did you come to that decision?
Well, one of the things we looked at coming out of Skyrim was how do we tell a good story while maintaining a big open world where you can do what you want. At the end of the day, you're sacrificing some control over good flow of a story to let the players do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Having a voice on a character lets you hit those emotional beats just a lot better. If you were to take away what we've done before and you were to do a game like this, you'd have the character voice. But it was a debate.
Right.
What are we going to sacrifice if we have a voice? And we did get two great voice actors for the male and the female, and that really helped. And then the ability, they've been recording a ton over the last 2 years. And so each of them have recorded just right now, it'll be more, over 13,000 lines of dialogue.
Wow.
So it's part of its logistics. Can you pull it off and not have it hold you back from all of the different options that you would want in a dialogue system?
Because you're working in this, your bunker there for 3-4 years thinking about this. Was that something from day one? You're like, I want to do this, and then you try it.
It was day one, yes.
And then did you have doubt along the way? You're like, I don't know if that's working anymore, or did it? I guess you find your way as you go through this.
We were committed to trying it, and we did different systems with the interface and things like that. And when you jump in, and what's the text that you put on the screen?
Right.
So what do you have on the screen versus then what comes out of the character's mouth, and how does that all flow?
Yeah.
We actually, what you're seeing in the demo is that the cameras are cinematic. That was a late addition.
Okay.
The first thing we did was make it all work first person.
Just
like another way, like when you roll over something and you go to activate it, characters are the same way. So you roll over them, the buttons come up. So you could literally play this first person, and we haven't shown it yet, but eventually we will, and then you can just look away and then start doing something, and the guy's waiting for an answer, and then you look back and the prompts come up. So it's not like a mode you're locked into. It's just it's another way of activating something, like you would your gun or the door, or I look at you and I want to say this, and it actually let us do multiple characters in a conversation, and we actually got to the point where you could have 2 conversations at once. It's rare. We don't want that to happen, but you could give this guy an answer, move away and give that guy an answer.
So more freeform to be. Oh, that's interesting.
And that's really, we want, player agency is really, really big for us. So it took a long time to get there, but it has really worked out well.
That's amazing. Well, visually it obviously looks great, and we love what you're doing sort of in terms of storytelling with it. I wanted to ask you about sort of, the genre of, RPG and what you've been building with it. There are lots of people now that are focusing on, how do we make these things more online? How do we bring players into the world? Is this still strictly sort of a straight single-player experience?
It is. It is. We always kind of if we did multiplayer, what would we do when we have good ideas? But at the end of the day, we're still about the same size as the team we did with Skyrim, and our hearts are really in single player, and that's what we want to focus on and make it the best it can be. So yeah, that's still what we're doing.
But very cool, obviously, mod, and you mentioned this morning in Xbox that mods are going to move to Xbox, which is amazing. I mean, you look at the Skyrim mod community on Steam; it's just insane to sort of think of the world you're building and then where people are going to take it. Are you thinking, from a story perspective, how you're going to let people sort of play in the world even more and sort of play with the story and dialogue and things like that?
With mods in particular?
Yeah, mods. Yeah.
I mean, our view in mods are that the community will figure that out.
Yeah.
Like, they'll make the stuff they want, and they make so much of it that the high-quality stuff and the stuff people want kind of bubbles to the top. And we just want to provide the tools and the infrastructure to make it all work smoothly.
Yeah.
And being able to do that on the Xbox now, and I want to be clear, actually, that feature is not coming out at launch.
Okay.
So, like Skyrim, the creation kit's going to come out soon after, probably very early 16.
Okay.
And then the mod...
For everybody, right?
On the PC.
Yeah, PC,
on the
right,
PC, right? So the creation kit is just a PC thing.
Yeah.
And then the Xbox One part of that will come after that.
Okay.
And then after that, we do hope to get it on PS4 as well.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, absolutely. We want to get this to everybody, but, there's a lot of hard work that has to happen.
Yeah.
And our relationship with Microsoft over the years makes that, and the PC connection, makes it the best place to do it first.
Absolutely. Well, it's been an amazing E3. I can't wait to see more of Fallout 4. I guess this is going to be an onslaught of Fallout now because you only
You can compress it all into like 5 months, and so, yeah, it'll be compressed.
Well, congratulations. Obviously, an early contender for a Game of the Show already, and we can't wait to go, hopefully, hands-on, try this thing soon, and we'll see you hopefully this fall. You may need to reserve December for a little award show.
We'll wait and see.
We'll see, Todd. Exactly. All right. Well, still much.